before or after the presentation of a budget statement by the Cabinet Secretary for National Treasury. That the Procedure and House Rules Committee notes the variance between Standing Order 244 and Section 39 of the Public Finance Management Act, and include the standing order in the items earmarked for review when it next proposes amendments to the standing orders. The House is guided accordingly. And allow me to thank the Honorable Otiende Amollo for raising the issue so that we can give clarity on the matter going to the future. Thank you. Ordinarily we don't debate or comment on the ruling and direction of the chair. We will let it lie there. Honorable Otiende Amollo, let the chips lie where they fell. Otiende Amollo.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, I actually just wanted to thank you.
Okay.
But in so doing, I wanted to let the majority leader know, because when we raised this matter, he threw words as he usually does, alleging that I was part of the case that you've actually alluded to. So I wanted him to know that I was not part of the case and I was not aware of it. But Mr. Speaker, secondly, I take your guidance, and I think the House Business Committee and the House Rules Committee should take your guidance very seriously. We have amended our standing order twice since that decision of the court, on 6th of June 2020 and 7th of June 2022. This should have been factored. But last, Mr. Speaker, because the Speaker is always right, Mr. Speaker, I urge that the House Rules Committee, in considering your guidance, do actually consider the fact that although the decision says that the matter must be published and introduced, it does not say it must be debated before the budget. I want to suggest that it would be in order to have the budget, then the contents of it are then debated in the finance bill. That is, not to bring the second reading before the budget, so that the budget is heard, then we have the second reading, which is the debate, then we move logically, Mr. Speaker. But lastly, Mr. Speaker, I do now have a point of order on the next business, which is order number 13.
Order, Honorable Otiende. Order, Honorable Otiende. You are certainly taking unhelpful shortcuts. Honorable members, I will not allow you, Honorable Mbadi. I have given order, Honorable Mbadi. This matter was raised by Honorable Otiende. I've bent backwards to allow you to make a comment, and I have thanked him for raising a matter that goes to align the Act with our standing orders in the next review. You will present your views to the committee when it meets. Honorable members, before we go to the committee of the whole, I want to invite the majority leader to move a procedural motion on the sitting time. Thereafter, I'll give you some guidance on how to proceed in the committee of the whole before we go into the committee. Majority leader.
Procedural motion, extension of sitting time.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, with your indulgence, because when you gave the Honorable Otiende Amollo the right of reply, he did mention my name. Just to clarify to him that whatever I said, because it was not on record, was not in bad faith. Because I hear you severally refer to the Honorable Otiende Amollo as senior counsel, and I expected the senior counsel he would be privy to matters that are in the courts, and therefore ordinarily senior counsel will know what issues are in the court, especially in court weighty matters like that issue of the Omtata case, petition 253 of 2018. Honorable Speaker, allow me to move that pursuant to the provision of Standing Order 33A, This House orders that should the time appointed for adjournment of the House today, Tuesday 20th June 2023, be reached before conclusion of the business appearing under order number 14 of today's order paper, being Committee of the Whole House on the Finance Bill 2023, the sitting of the House shall stand extended until the conclusion of the said debate. And Honorable Speaker, I don't need to say much about this because, as you alluded, it's something we discussed in the House Business Committee, and the House Business Committee did direct that we have this procedural motion for today, tomorrow, and Thursday, as you have rightly communicated earlier. And Honorable Speaker, I beg to move. Let me ask the Honorable Junet Mohammed to second.
Mr. Speaker, I stand to second, but seconding Mr. Speaker, as you said, or as you directed in the House Business, we discussed in the House Business Committee that there is a lot of business before us. But Mr. Speaker, Kenyans must know that members of parliament are working. There are no other people in this country who sit up to midnight to do work other than members of parliament, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, many times members of parliament are bashed outside there, that, oh, they earn for nothing, they earn a lot of allowances, they earn this and that. These are the only people, Mr. Speaker, who sit up to midnight to do the business for this country, Mr. Speaker. And when we are sitting up to midnight, there is no allowance. We are doing it for free, Mr. Speaker, because we want to serve our country. So, Mr. Speaker, I want to beseech members to stay. There is a lot of food, I'm told, at the cafeteria. You can eat, you can drink a lot of water, and then those who have other business after house, they can suspend it for today until another day, so that we can conclude these financial businesses of the country properly, Mr. Speaker, so that Kenyans can have money in their pockets, if at all it will be. But myself, I doubt. But thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Junet. Honorable members, I propose the question, which is that, pursuant to the provision of Standing Order 33A, this House orders that should the time appointed for adjournment of the House today, Tuesday, 20th June 2023, be reached before conclusion of the business appearing under order paper order number 14 of today's order paper, being Committee of the Whole House on the Finance Bill 2023, the sitting of the House shall stand extended until the conclusion of the said business. I now put the question. You want to contribute on this? Is it the mood of the House that we put the question? And now put the question. You can respond without drama. That pursuant to the provision of Standing Order 33A, this House orders that should the time appointed for adjournment of the House today, Tuesday, 20th June 2023, be reached before conclusion of the business appearing under order number 14 of today's order paper, being Committee of the Whole House on the Finance Bill 2023, the sitting of the House shall stand extended until the conclusion of the said business. As many as of that opinion say,